Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. I'm Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. We are doing a reading for the week of May 4th, which will be posted on May 1st, which is the full flower moon in Scorpio. Okay, so full flower moon, springtime, flowers where I am in the northern hemisphere, and Scorpio, dark, mysterious, things you don't see, a sensual sign. So you may be feeling very emotional. Scorpio is a water sign, so emotions, flow, love, nurturing, those types of things. But Scorpios have a mysterious side. So this full moon, especially if you have Scorpio placements in your birth chart, can be affecting you very highly emotionally, sensitively, sensually. It could be a good date night, right? Okay, so because I'm posting this on the night of the full moon, I am using my Celestial Tarot as well as my Starry Beginnings deck by Cassie White. So let's get right into it. All right, so the first card out for you is number 40. Be, feel, and receive abundance, Capricorns. All that you desire is achievable. Just look at that beautiful card. 40 is a 4. That's stability or stagnation, right? You need to feel abundant to receive it, right? The universe is a feeling thing. What you are feeling, the universe brings you more of, right? So you need to feel abundant, feel successful, feel joyful, because that's how you get more of that. They actually gave you 2. The other one is a 41. That's progression, right? 40 and 41. 41 being a 5. Fives are change. It is safe to let go because you are surrounded by love. You're always surrounded by love, even if you're alone, because your guides are there. Source is there. God, Jesus, Ra, Mother Mary, all of these entities are there. Your crossed over ancestors are there. They are all there around you. Trust me on that. So, be, feel, receive abundance. All that you desire is achievable. It is safe to let go because you are surrounded by love. Beautiful, beautiful white light here and beautiful, beautiful color here. White light, bright light, color. Amazing, amazing cards to start this off. All right, let me point the camera down so we can do the tarot together. Okay, everybody, please remember this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates for you, my beautiful Capricorns, and leave the rest. Let's see what the Celestial Tarot has for you. This deck is a little more, puts a bit of a more positive spin on some of the more challenging cards. I love all the different decks and the different energies they have. The imagery on every deck is different, and it brings a different energy, a different frequency. Whoever has channeled all these different decks that I have, each and every one of them has a specific feel, a specific energy. This one just happens to show the imagery in a bit of a more positive light. I do love that. 8 of Cups. You are going to hit the mark. Yes, be, feel, and receive abundance. There you go. Because you are going to be able to walk away from something, some emotional thing. 2 of Cups. All right, so Capricorns, you're not an overly emotional sign, but the week of May 4th could prove to be emotional for you. 8 of Cups, you're going to be leaving some emotional thing behind. You will get where you need to be. 2 of Cups is partnership. Next, you have the 4 of Cups. Then you have the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, we're looking emotional. Okay, hang on a second. A bunch of cards just flew out like too many. Okay, Spirit. All right, we need 2 more cards for this reading for May 4th for my beautiful Scorpios. Some choices, some balancing. Four of Cups is an opportunity that you may not see because you're focused on one thing instead of being opened up. And that is, the be, feel, and receive abundance card, right? You need to be open to it. And it's safe to let go and feel. And this is being shown, those oracle card messages are then coming out in the tarot portion with all of those cups, right? It is safe to let go because you are surrounded by love. The Chariot, that's Cancer energy. More love, nurturing, water flow there, but also victory. Okay, Capricorns, lovely. May 4th overall for every sign has been pretty positive. There has been a lot of emotion in the readings, a lot of victory in the readings. And as a collective, we do feel what's out there. The frequencies and energies that are around for everyone. And a lot of times the readings are similar. Death, that's Scorpio energy. That's the full moon in Scorpio. So that could prove to be a very powerful day for you, a very powerful full moon for you. So the first card out is the Eight of Cups. Yeah. So she's sitting there looking at all those cups, looking at all that emotion, kind of taking it all in and figuring out where she wants to go with it, right? You may have to leave a person, place, or thing behind. It's the Eight of Cups, the base meaning, it's an emotional walking away from something. There's something you don't need anymore, Capricorns, right? There's something that you can leave, you can move on. You can look at it and analyze it and think about it and say to yourself, you know what, I'm all done with that. I can move on. It could be a relationship. And I don't do romantic love readings, but I do read the cards as they come out. In this deck, the Two of Cups, rather than looking like a choice card, it does look like a partnership card, right? Two cups toasting with a heart above them. If you're looking for romance, this could be the time that it comes into your life, right? It could be a business partner or something like that. But it could also be that a relationship you already have is growing, right? You're leaving behind some sort of emotion of, I don't know, maybe there's been some sort of an argument or a rift or something, and you're saying, I don't need to feel this anymore. I need to move on. We need to move on as a pair, as a couple. And then you have the Four of Cups. So in this card, fours are stability or stagnation, right? Cups, emotion, as we said. And she is holding one cup up and staring at it, while these other three cups are kind of floating here and she's not really paying attention to it. Now, in this deck, it can give you the feel of, what am I not paying attention to in my emotional world? Husband, wife, children, parents, something. Is there something that you're emotionally neglecting, right? You don't want things to stagnate. When we're in relationships with our families and our partners and our spouses, we need to make sure that we're paying attention to that. And Capricorns, for some reason, I feel like that's what this is kind of alluding to. Now that we see all three of those cups cards out there, emotional walking away, leaving some emotion behind, enhancing the relationship or getting into a new one, and then making sure that you're paying attention to your emotions and the emotions around you, your family and partners and things like that, spouses. Then you have the Two of Pentacles. Now this one is a choice card. Pentacles being the earth signs, right, which you are one. And this person has some sort of a choice. They also need to balance things out. So if you're saving too much, working too much, or spending too much, then there's only a little bit here in this pentacle. So you need to kind of balance things out a little bit more. Typically, the Two of Pentacles is showing a person on one foot balancing two pentacles with a rainbow in between. This shows like a starry bridge there between those two pentacles, but they're not equally balanced, okay? So I feel like some balance needs to happen, either with your saving, spending, something earthly, work time versus vacation time off. Something needs to get balanced. Maybe you've taken too much time off or not enough time off. You're going to have to see how it resonates for you. Then you have this Chariot card, more emotion, right? This is Cancer, the nurturer, right? Flowing. Look at the flow there. So Cancer, flowing energy, loving, nurturing, emotional energy here. But the Chariot is a victory. It is number 7. 7's a reflection. Look back at your victories. Also, in this particular deck, we see an 11-11, 2 towers and 2 towers, right? So that's funny. It's often with the 4 of Wands that we see that, but in this deck, we see it here too. So another sign about balance. There are no mistakes in the decks that I use and the messages that Spirit brings through. This can also be a full moon. It's a very colorful moon, right? You have a full moon in this card, you have a full moon in this card, and you also have a full moon in the next card coming up. So please pay attention to that Scorpio moon. Friday, May 1st, is going to be really important for you Capricorns. I feel that very strongly. But this is a victory card. But what is the question, right? Because this chariot, the horses are kind of, they have their hooves and legs over a couple of wheels. And there's no reins. Like, she has no way to steer it except with her emotion, with her intuition, with her gut feeling. So the Chariot comes with a choice. Which path will you take? What is the choice? So you have 2 choice cards side by side with the 2 of Pentacles. It's more balance than choice, but balance is a choice. You choose. How much do you work? How much money do you spend? How much do you save? How much vacation time do you take? And then the Chariot with that bigger choice. Victory with a choice. And then you have the Death card. Okay. This is number 13, which is also a 4, right? Stability or stagnation. This is Scorpio energy. See that big full moon. Scorpio, mysterious, right? Death of the old way of doing things. There is a new choice here for you, my beautiful Capricorns, right? Be, feel, and receive abundance. All that you desire is achievable. And then you have, it is safe to let go because you are loved. Lots and lots of emotion here in this reading for you. I'm going to see if is there anything else that Spirit might want to tell you about this. Feel like you're going to change things up emotionally, right? Because you're going to be leaving some emotion behind or some emotional situation behind. It's going to be a new, beautiful situation coming on the scene, whether it's the current relationship or a new relationship. 4 of Cups, this could be something new that you never noticed before, and suddenly you go, oh my goodness, wow, I'm noticing this now. This person is interested in me. Oh my gosh. 2 of Cups again. Some of you, definitely the week of May 4th is going to have some romance. Queen of Wands, fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. I was about to say something. Oh, yeah. And don't forget that 4 of Cups also had the message about looking around to see maybe there's some emotion that you have held back on, or somebody that you haven't necessarily given the emotional attention that they need. Okay. Don't forget about that. And the 2 of Pentacles, balancing things out, the Chariot with a choice there, and Death telling you stop doing things the old way, do it in a new way. Okay, so 3 cards came out. I was just seeing if there was a 4th. So let's look at what came out. Double 2 of Cups message. So now we see how the energy, remember how I told you each deck is different. This looks just like it is a partnership in some sort of love or romance. This could be a partnership in anything. 2 Cups with a rainbow, masculine and feminine energy, third eyes lighting up there together, and there's also a full moon back here. So I really, 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 Scorpios, feel like there's some sort of energy of romance and love coming up on Friday, May 1st. Then you have this Queen of Wands. Could be a romance with an Aries, Leo, or Sag, with your current partner or a new one. This Queen of Wands has your back, right? She's fiery, she's passionate, and she's loyal. So you may have an Aries, Leo, or Sag around you or near you that's a good friend that can give you good advice about this situation, right? You also may have Aries, Leo, or Sag placements in your chart, which is just saying, yeah, this is your reading, listen up. Then you have the Ten of Pentacles. What more could you ask when it's telling you to be, feel, and receive abundance? The Ten of Pentacles. That is abundance. That is the epitome of saving, right? You've saved enough money. You have the money that you need, material things. It doesn't have to be just coinage. It can be your car, your home, your what have you. But this Capricorns is telling you that you have comfortably managed your material world, right? And remember this Two of Pentacles telling you to get things balanced. I didn't even realize I was placing that under that, but balance things out. Maybe you have saved so much and you haven't allowed yourself to take that vacation or to do that thing that you really want to do. So May 4th, that week is going to be emotional, and you're also going to have to make some choices and decisions, right? All right, Capricorns, go out and make it a great week. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.